Thanks, Leo, and thank you all for staying around late on the second afternoon. Thanks for the opportunity also to present the story, an update on the story for Goldplay Exploration. Goldplay is a relatively young company. It's just been listed on the TSX since March of this year, but it provides an investment opportunity in an advanced silver asset. See if I can get this right. So why Goldplay Exploration? It was listed in March and very quickly after that acquired the San Marcial project. It's a silver project and that was acquired in May of this year. San Marcial contains a historical resource of over 30 million ounces of silver equivalent, and that's NI 43-101 compliant. That was something that was calculated back in 2008 by previous explorers. We're doing work on it at the moment, and the important thing there is that we're expecting a resource upgrade to come out in December or January of the coming year. We expect the target to be in 45 to 60 million ounces of silver equivalent, so that's a big uplift on the 30 million ounces that exist so far. Another advantage of the company is that it's tightly held. It has a very tightly held share structure and has three strategic investors that are on the register already. Two of them are listed there, Sandstorm Gold and SSR Mining, who are both billion-dollar plus market capitalisation companies on the TSX. The company's board and management has a strong track record of discovery, development, and also mining transactions, particularly within Mexico. A little on the capital structure and management. As I said, the company's been listed only a short period of time and only has 34 million shares outstanding with some warrants as well. So fully diluted, the market capitalisation of the company is only just over $7 million, which is quite undervalued by our estimations based on the fact that we've got a significant asset with a resource on it already. Those strategic investors are shown there on the list of top shareholders. Sandstorm with 7.8%, JDS Energy and Mining, which is a big Canadian mining engineering firm who are strategic investors. They're on board with almost 6%, and SSR Mining, another big mining company in North America. Management is all important in these companies. Marcio Fonseca has put this company together over the last few years. He's sitting in the audience here, and he's taken the company through to listing and driving it, particularly with this acquisition of the San Marcial project earlier this year. Myself, I'm a VP Corporate Development. I'm a geologist, but have run ASX-listed companies over the last 10 years as well. Francisco Vargas is an important part of the team, being a local geologist who's spent more than 10 years in the Rosario Mining district, which is the area where we're working, and has been involved in a number of discoveries in that area. The board is also strong with a record of global mining-related M&A. This is an important graph just to show where San Marcial stands with respect to some other silver projects, particularly in the region. One to look at there is Silvertip, which is in blue. One of our shareholders, JDS, acquired that, I think this is the pointer, acquired that for $15 million back in 2016-17 and worked it up with moving it towards construction and pre-feasibility, and sold it a short time later for $325 million Canadian. So it was a big uplift in a very short period of time. We have a very similar project here in San Marcial. Currently, as I said before, market cap of less than $8 million. So we're hoping to replicate that by doing significant work on upgrading the resource, a PEA which is planned for next year, which will hopefully move into a PFS after that, and hopefully we'll get the same sort of uplift in our value over a relatively short period of time. Just some information there on the silver markets. I think the key points there are that silver prices at the moment are at 10-year lows. So if you're a contrarian, if you like precious metals, if you like silver, then there will be an uplift at some stage. When that's going to be, we don't know. But you can see from the graph there as well that the gold-silver ratio also is higher than it has been for a long period of time. It's up around 80 the gold-silver ratio. So we expect that to come down over time, which means the silver price hopefully will be coming up. So that should give us an uplift as well. The supply-demand suggests that over the last 6 years there's been a deficit in silver, which is also positive for the commodity. This map shows our location in Mexico. Sinaloa State is on the west coast of Mexico, and Mazatlan is the nearest main town. It's a tourist town, so it's very popular. It's a large town with industrial port as well. Our project is in the Rosario Mining District, which is in this area here. So the whole area is the Rosario Mining District, but that's the main city there, which has an old historic mine there. And to get there, we have great infrastructure. It's less than an hour to get from Mazatlan in sealed roads to get to Rosario, where we have an office. Our projects are shown in red, so these projects here, and San Marcial is located over here. Other important players in the district are First Majestic, which is a large silver company in Mexico. Marlin Gold has all of this ground here, as well as the operating La Trinidad mine, and also Peñoles, which is a very large Mexican company. This is just a picture of the old Rosario mine, which operated for at least 250 years. So very, very mature mining district, but significantly underexplored, which provides a real opportunity for us as a district player. So zooming in a bit closer on San Marcial, so you'll see in the bottom the location of San Marcial. To the north, just 5 kilometres away, is the First Majestic project of Plomosas. They're doing work on that at the moment. They've been drilling there for a while. They have a resource of, according to their website, of about 10 million ounces silver equivalent, so ours is significantly higher than theirs at this stage. Important here is the infrastructure as well. You can see there the list at the top. We have a camp in place there. There's a power line that was installed by the Mexican government some years ago. It's not connected, but the power line is there, so if we get an operation up and running, it should not take too much to connect that up to the national grid. Access roads are good, unsealed access roads, and that proximity to the Plomosas historical mine is important as well. Zooming in a bit closer, you'll see the San Marcial project, and the important things about this project are that the resource that exists there already is located only within a 500 metre section of a 3.5 kilometre long mineralised trend. So you see in the wrong button. This area here is where the historical resource is located, but you can see also that there's a mineralised trend that goes both northwest and also further to the southeast along there that has barely been touched by exploration. So we have a lot of potential here for upgrading this resource in addition to the upgrade we're doing at the moment. So the historical resource was based on 30 holes. So 30 holes were drilled prior to 2008, but we've also got the drill core from another 22 holes that were drilled in 2010. Being in 2010, of course, they weren't included in that 2008 resource. So we're working on that core, a lot of it which wasn't sampled back in the time. And so we've been sampling new parts of those drill holes, and they're going to be the key part of the upgrade of the resource that we're doing at the moment. We're in the middle of modelling that, and we should have that resource upgrade out by December or January. Just an important section to have a look at here, shows the fantastic grades that we've got. So even at surface, this ore body, which is this red and yellow zone through here, it's a hydrothermal breccia. It's not like typical Mexican silver projects, which are high grade but very narrow. This is up to 30, 40, 50 metres wide in places. It's a breccia. You can see that there's mineralisation at surface, high grades. The initial resource was only taken in this portion here, but by including the 2010 drilling, which are these 3 holes, we're going to be able to increase that resource significantly by adding these high grades. You can see there 1.5 metres at over 1 kilo. is 0.5 metres at over 2 kilos at depth. So there's good depth potential in addition to open pit potential here as well. In addition, we got some results from the lower parts of one drill hole that was drilled down here. It was never sampled. We've got 500 grams of silver at the base of that. So just quickly, what are we expecting over the next year and a half or so? We're going to be upgrading the resource at San Marcial in that target range of 45 to 60 million ounces. We'll be exploring along that 3.5 kilometre mineralised trend. We expect to make some new discoveries there, and we'll be working into metallurgical test work. Next year we'll be drilling. And we've just received our drill permits to go ahead with that. We're looking at other M&A in the district as well as exploring in the broader area. So that just shows the potential uplift that we could get over time. We're a very much undervalued company at the moment. Our EV per silver ounce is only 20 cents per ounce. If we get up to be a developer or producer, we can expect that to be significantly uplifted over time. So thanks very much for your time. Sorry for going over time. Come and see us at booth 43 if you've got some time. Thanks very much.